Right now we're trying to deflect traffic from 33rd Street. We're trying to find other ways, and what we did with the South Bridge when we first brought this out was that whole thing. We're trying to move the west side of the traffic outside of just avoiding 33rd Street. I have residents who couldn't even pull out of the driveway in order to get onto 33rd in the morning. So we've done that. We started to move traffic other ways to get out of the west side. And I think that if you open up a bridge, you're going to create that shortcut again right down 33rd Street where it's going to turn into a 22nd Street. And it's just not built to be another 6-lane freeway like 22nd Street is right now. Unless we get an effective plan for rapid transit on getting people at least on a bus, how are we going to convince people to go? Right now, our times to get to the north end of the city for people who are working out in the north end, they're on a bus for an hour and a half. Well, we need to work on that first, and then we'll look at infrastructure second, because anytime we were looking at those numbers, and I think it was mentioned, when you see the capital costs of all of these projects, now I start questioning how are we going to pay for them. Do we have taxpayers who are on pensions expected to be able to get hit with mill rate numbers that they're that are out of this world, really? So I haven't even seen a plan yet on how we're going to pay for those infrastructure needs, let alone having an idea at first, right? So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Some people that have bought their homes in different areas because they live on a bus line, to be told that they no longer have a bus, I think is quite upsetting and quite devastating. And that's why if we're going to make these changes, and they have to be permanent type changes, like for your main thoroughfares and that, to say that you're going to be on Street X today, but then tomorrow you're going to move it to Street Z, because that's the flavor of the day, you just can't do that. And you can see by the higher density they're talking about, the corridors they're talking about, these things, once they're set, are going to be set for a long, long time. It's kind of like a subway. And maybe that's the lead into our LRTs, whatever the case is, into the future. You don't see them moving subways in other cities.